Hi, this is Rachelle at Scrapcraftastic, and I'm going to show you how I put together this notebook for my traveler's notebook. It uses legal size paper, and if you've watched my from scratch spreads lately, you've seen me using this. It opens up like this and it folds back, and I just go from week to week like this. So I'm going to show you how I put that notebook together. What I did was, first of all, get some legal size paper, 8.5 by 14. I ordered this on Amazon. I'll leave a link below. Then I printed on the paper on both sides. So this is the dot grid. I have the dot grid and the regular graph paper in 0.25 inch, which is what this is. And I also have it in 1/8 inch squares and a horizontal lined version. All those are available on my website, and I'll link that below as well. But what I do first is print both sides. And with my original booklet, I put too many sheets of paper in there. So this time I'm just going to use 4 sheets and see how I like the thickness of that. Then basically you just fold the paper in half. I like to, if my booklet is not using a lot of sheets, I like to fold each sheet in half. So since this is only 4 pages, or 4 sheets, I'm just going to manually fold those. Then you want to get those lined up nice and straight. Then I'm going to take a couple of binder clips just to hold my spine area in place for now. Next, I'm going to fold my flaps. Now, we know the paper is 8.5 inches tall. This is for a standard or regular size traveler's notebook, which the actual dimensions are 4.33 inches wide by 8.25 inches tall. Because it's only 1/4 inch difference in the height, I am leaving my paper at 8.5. Sometimes I cut it, sometimes I don't. It just depends on what the insert is, but in this case I'm just going to leave it. The width of a standard or regular size traveler's notebook is 4.33 inches. That is the official width, but I'm going to go with the Americanized version or the rounded off version because there is no 4.33 on my ruler. There is 4.375, but I'm just going to take it down to 4.25 or 4.25. So, with all that said, what you're going to do is find your center and measure. Maybe I need to move this down a little bit. So my center point, I'm going to mark it so that you can see is here. Right on these dots. And that's one good thing about it, that the dots are 1/4 inch apart, so that can kind of help you with your measuring if when you fold it, your dots or lines fall right in that center crease. So I'm going to go to 4.25 on this side and 4.25 on this side. And that's where you fold. And it doesn't really matter which direction you fold in. You can fold it this way or the other way. So nice crisp fold. And then you do the same thing with all the pages. So I'm going to go ahead and fold in. Now that you've got that first page, you can use that as a guide as to where you will need to fold the other pages. It's kind of hard for me to do this side because I'm left-handed. Let's turn it around. There you have that side. Now, I'm going to move this back over and do this side. Okay, so then you would cut your cover or prep your cover. And I'm just going to use this green paper from the Spring Dream paper pad that I think this one, yeah, Recollections. This one came from Michael's. So now I'm just going to go ahead and trim it down to 8.5. Then I'm going to fold this in half. Good crease on there. And I'm going to recenter my pages. And go ahead and put my clips on. And get ready to staple it. Now, some of these I may need to refold because this page side lined up properly and this one is a little off. So I may end up refolding those once I get the notebook together. But you can use your template. Let me find mine. I don't think I've used the standard one yet. So I'll have to, did I? Yes, I did use it. Okay. So get out my template to mark where I need to staple. And because the template is made to the actual standard size traveler's notebook, it's going to be a little short on either end. But I can just center that on the fold and mark where I need to staple. Let's see, make sure I can see my marks clearly because I'm a little bit blind today. Okay, then I'm going to take my long arm staple and do the saddle stitching. There's also a video which I'll link here that shows you how to do this if you don't have a long arm stapler. Stapling it right on the spine. Okay, so the folding of the pages which is the page creep, the edge may be a little wider than the 4 1/4. So instead of just trimming off the extra flaps on the notebook, I've been just folding them in to meet the edge of the paper inside, like this. Go ahead and give that a good crease. Okay, and then the same thing on the other side. Fold the paper in. Okay, so once you fold these in, you can just add a little glue or double-sided tape here and here to seal it off, and it makes a nice little tuck pocket. So just on the edge. And what's great about that is if you have little odds and ends, you can stick them in there. You can also use it to hold planner clips depending on how big they are. See? I have this one here. So there you have it. The tip-in style traveler's notebook using legal paper. And if I have any free bands, let's see if I have any open bands. No, I can put it in here. So you just find the center, slide it into your band, and it's great. Tuck spot. All set to go. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.